Hello guys, what's up? Charismatic Evil here. Today, I will give my opponents false hope. I will make my opponents think that they stand a chance against me. I will make them think that they can beat me. So basically, what I'm going to do, I will let my opponents win the first 2 rounds, and then I will beat them 3 rounds straight ahead. I will hit them with my full power after I give them this huge lead. And I will basically play with their mind. I will make them think that they can beat me. I will make them think that they are better than me. But in the end, I will show them that I am stronger than them. So, of course, it's gonna be a fun video. So, without further ado, let's get straight to my first opponent, my first victim, of course. He's playing with Yahaba. He plays with the arrow guy. He thinks he can beat me, but of course, he doesn't have any chance. And now he goes for the arrows. I go for the compass needle, but sadly it didn't connect. But you guys already know, I am just playing around right now. I am playing around with my food. Because, of course, I am stronger than my opponent. But my opponent doesn't know that. He thinks that he has a chance. He thinks that he will come out victorious out of this contest. But of course, he doesn't have any chance. And now, he's going for the boost. He's thinking that he's gonna do something with that boost. And of course, he's gonna do something with it because I will let him do something with it. But this man is so weak, he dropped his own combo. I don't know if this man even played this character. Like, did you even train before? How did you drop that combo, my friend? And now we're gonna catch him a bit, even though I am gonna let my opponents win, I also need to do some damage on them so I can have, my bars. I need my bars, I wanna make sure I destroy them. My opponent managed to win the second round. And I think you guys know what that means. It means that now I can start playing for real. I can show my opponent my full power. I can stop fooling around. I will show him the difference in strength between me and him. And of course, this round will be over in a matter of seconds now that I am playing at full power, of course. My opponent goes for the boulder, goes for everything, but it's not enough to finish me off. And now he managed to catch me. He was maybe thinking that he will finish me off, but I am not going to lose that easy. He keeps pressuring me, he really thinks he will win. I keep giving my opponent hope. And now, I know you guys will ask me, but Charismatic, why don't you finish your opponent? Why you give him so many chances? And my answer to that is this. I give my opponent so many chances. I make my opponent believe that he stands a chance against me. Because the more I am able to make my opponent believe, the more I make my opponent believe that he can win, the more satisfying the win is gonna be. Because my opponent, when he's going to lose, after all this advantage that he had, he will question his existence, he will question his playstyle, he will question himself, he will question everything, he will wonder, what happened? How did I lose? When I played so good, I was stronger than this guy, so what happened? How did I lose? It's insane. So, because of that, my win will be more satisfying, my win will be truly evil. Just like that, my opponent lost his advantage. Just like that, my opponent's advantage went into nothingness. And I bet my opponent is questioning himself. How this man beat me 2 rounds back to back when I beat him at the beginning so easy? But the answer is, this is the Charismatic Evil effect. I will give you the hope of winning just to steal it away from you at the last second, of course. And now, I will give my opponent one more try, one more chance to finish me off, but of course, he is not able to do that, so now, I will finish him off instead, because I am tired of playing around with my food, of course. And now, as you can see, my opponent started to lag like a bitch. He's thinking that he can beat me because of the lag. He is really trying everything against me. He's thinking that he can beat me if he lags on me. But that's not gonna stop me, because the difference in strength is just too great. And as you can see, because of the lag, I dropped my combo right there. My opponent really said, it's time for the jungle Wi-Fi. It's time to move to another planet just to beat my opponent. He really said that he will beat me if he lags. He thinks that I didn't train before against this. So of course, even though my opponent is lagging, I will beat him. You really think you will beat me if you lag against me? There is no fucking way, my friend. Because I trained against this. This is not the first time that my opponent is in the future and I am in the past, you know? Because this is exactly what's happening when somebody is lagging on purpose. They are in the future and you are in the past. Your moves, your attacks against them will look like they are in slow motion. But of course, that was not enough to stop me. Just imagine for a second if my opponent decided to rage quit as well. That would have been the cherry on top. But we don't live in the perfect world yet, sadly. Let's move on to the next opponent. He's playing with Zenitsu, my favorite victim, of course. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my opponent has Akaza in his name, but he's playing with Zenitsu. I guess we live in a world full of lies, after all. We managed to catch him, and now I will go for a little reset, and the reset is gonna connect. We managed to punch him to the chest, but of course now I will just let my opponent finish me off. And you know, it's funny because I was not trying to dodge him right there. I guess I had the ultra instinct for a few seconds. My opponent managed to win the first round, and he will be able to win the second round as well. Because he doesn't know that everything he does is part of my plan. He doesn't know that he's playing right into my hands. And when the time comes, I will steal the victory away from him at the last second, like a true villain. And now, he goes for the dash when I was about to grab him. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. And now, let's see if he's able to finish me off. Of course, he's not strong enough to finish me off. But now, he goes for the parry. That was interesting, you know. I just did that random annihilation to see what he will do. And he parried me. I didn't expect that, so... Nice, that was nice from my opponent, but it's not enough to finish me off. And now, we're gonna catch him. Hakaisatsu is gonna connect. And you already know, playtime is already over. Half of my opponent's health is already gone. I think my opponent is starting to ask himself, did somebody else pick up the controller? Because this guy is really strong right now. It feels like I'm playing against somebody else. Of course, and just like that, we go for the reset. And it didn't work, sadly. But you can tell that I started to play for real, because my opponent is almost dead. I will show my opponent, I will prove him that Zenitsu is nothing but a joke to Akaza, of course. Because this is the truth, Zenitsu is nothing but a joke against Upper Moon 3, of course. My opponent is going to call Shinobu, he thinks that Shinobu can save him. But of course, it's not enough. If you're gonna call Shinobu for help, I will beat her as well. Because of course, she's nothing against Akaza as well. And now, we go for the escape and we're gonna punish my opponent right away. So fast that he can't react to my punches, of course. And we're gonna finish him with a kick on the ground. And now he's gonna call Shinobu again. He really thinks that Shinobu can change his fate. And now he managed to catch me. He will do some damage on me. But of course, it's not gonna be enough to finish me off. He managed to get some crazy damage on me though. He got some insane damage on me. And now we managed to catch him with the punches into Hakaisatsu. And now we're gonna finish him off with a heavy punch, of course. And now we move on to the last round, where I will finish him off. And just like that, as you can see, my opponent already lost 2 rounds with his strong Zenitsu and Shinobu. And we manage to catch him again. We're gonna go for some big damage right now. We're gonna finish with a punch that will break all of his bones, of course. And then we managed to catch him again. The pressure is just insane. My strength goes beyond my opponent. understanding. And now we go for the movement because we have the health lead and my opponent can't do anything anymore, so I am just waiting for him. I just wanna see what he will be able to do, what he will try when he doesn't stand a chance anymore. What happened, my friend? I was thinking that you have the lead, I was thinking that you were about to win, but it looks like you won't be able to win anymore. So we're just gonna disrespect him, we're gonna finish him off with the ultimate. Even though I could finish him off with anything else, but I decided to finish him off with the ultimate. This is my way to say goodbye to my opponent. Of course, we could fight for the rest of the eternity, but you are just too weak, my friend. So, we will move on to the next opponent, and hopefully, my last opponent will be stronger than my first two opponents, because they were really a disappointment. Moving on to my next opponent, he's playing with Hinokami Tangir and Zenitsu, a very powerful team. But of course, nothing compared to my Akaza, of course. We managed to get him into a really beautiful combo. But I think that's gonna be enough for this round. I will try to not hit my opponent anymore, because if I show too much of my power to my opponent, he might run away. Anyway, he managed to finish me off. My opponent really thinks that he will be able to defeat me. You can tell that by looking at his movement. He likes to troll spin me after he win the first round. After he won the round that I let him win, he troll spin me. He thinks that he can beat me. But if my opponent knew what kind of evil plan I have for him, if my opponent realized that he was about to win the first two rounds because I let him win on purpose and then lose the whole match because it was all part of my plan, he will probably close the game right now. But that's the beauty of the game. You don't know what's going to happen until the very end. So you gotta keep fighting, believing that you stand a chance, when in reality you have no chance against me, my friend. And now we're gonna catch him, we're gonna do some damage, we go for some dumb stuff. I will try to make myself look weak just for my opponent, just to make him believe that he stands a chance. And now I go for the boost, but of course I'm not going to finish him, I will just pressure him, and now he will be able to hit me with this ultimate. Of course, it was all part of my plan. I was pressuring him, and now I managed to get rid of all his bars, so he won't have anything to attack me with in the next round. And of course, this man still believes, he really thinks that he will win, but he doesn't know what I prepared for him. And now we managed to pressure his guard and we start to play for real. Playtime is over, boy. And now we're gonna hit him with this beautiful combo. Where is your health? Your health disappeared. What happened? Aren't you confident anymore? Where is the troll spin, man? Where is it? I wanna see it. He goes for the grab. Amazing. He got some damage, but of course it's nothing. And now I am thinking of a way to finish him off. And I found it. I managed to catch him and finish him with a punch that break his soul. And now we managed to win the first round. And as you can see, my opponent is not troll spinning me anymore. Where is the confidence, my friend? What happened? It disappeared? Just like that? You don't believe in yourself anymore? You think you won't be able to win anymore? Where is the troll spin, man? What happened? You don't believe in your power anymore? Because this is what's in my mind right now. This is what's happening. This is what I think it's happening. Because, you know, my opponent doesn't troll spin anymore. He probably lost his confidence because there is no other explanation. Otherwise, he will keep troll spinning, right? He will keep going, but he just can't. So I will catch him and wake him up to reality. You don't have any power against me. You guys realize what I did now? I made my opponent lose faith in himself. I made my opponent question his power. My opponent doesn't believe in himself anymore. He doesn't believe in his strength. I think the time has come to finish my opponent. Because I played around enough with him. So, my friend, let me end your suffering. And just like that, we managed to finish him. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you next time. Stay evil.
やるな。お前とはもっと戦いたかった。